Hello, how is everyone doing out there? Sorry if I sound a little ill. This weekend I was a little ill, but today I'm here and today we're going to talk about hats. Now, nothing really specific, mostly like the styles of hats, and I get to show off a couple of hats that I have. And if you have any questions on any type of style, how to look for them, how to Google them, how to search them, this is the video for you. So feel free in the comments to say hello. If you have any questions, if you want to share any hats, make sure to DM me. All right. Now, before we get started, I know maybe a lot of you are also watching the Met Gala, and I thought for today's like show and tell in the beginning. And yes, I have my glasses on today because sometimes I need glasses to see. And today is one of those days. All right. So today is the Met Gala. And now the Met Gala, oh my God, I would love to walk to the Met Gala, but you have to get invited or you have to pay a lot of money. And I don't think Anna Winters knows who I am. And second of all, I don't think I could even afford an Uber ride outside because how much traffic. Because sometimes when there's a lot of traffic, the Uber charges you a lot of money, and that ain't gonna be for me. But I digress. I was watching a little bit of the Met Gala before I logged in, and I have to share with you guys my favorite look so far because it's still going on right now. I have it here. Let me pull it up. Isn't this a gorgeous look right here? We got Ashley Graham in this like corset style. I love the silhouette with the hips. This is like a black fabric. Yeah, I think this is gorgeous. I just wanted to share that for today. I want this. Any more details on this? I just saw it briefly like go on my feed, and I thought I would share because it is just chef's kiss. Oh yes, I have lipstick. So today my hair is a little neutral because we are going to be looking at different hats. Now, a little bit about vintage hats. It all was depending on like your rank in society. I forgot what era. Don't quote me on this, but I got a picture when like people literally had birds, and the bigger the birds, the more colorful the birds. Is like it meant you were higher in society. You were of more money. Now I've always wanted a hat like this. Not like a real one, but an old one. They go for a lot of money, and I just never seen one in real life. Would love to see that. I haven't. And then I got asked by one of the viewers that saw my stories on Instagram about today's live was like, what happened with hats? Why don't we wear hats anymore? And I went down this rabbit hole of like, why don't we wear hats anymore? Now we could if we, you could if you want. Yeah, the dress is gorgeous. I agree, Vivian. So hats became something that was needed for church, for society, and I was starting to look at like the history of hats and when it started to decline. And in America, that's what I could speak for, is in the 60s. So in the 60s, you had like the fashion icon in government was Jackie Kennedy, and she hated hats, by the way. But she mostly wore pillbox hats. Now, why did she hate hats? It's because she had a big head, according to her and her staff. You can fact check me on this. She had a big head, and that's why some people, if you notice her pictures, I should have had one here on the screen for you guys, but her pillbox hats always had like a little dent, and they were always small looking in the back, because it didn't fit her properly, so they had to clip them in the bottom. But she hated him, but it was part of the norm. But because she's such a fashion icon, like people really gravitated to her hairstyle. Then you got the French influence with the bob coming in. And then you had sunglasses making a comeback. So slowly, and churches weren't requiring hats anymore. So a mix of things slowly, like fads come and go. Hats were slowly, just like skirts, with the practicality of jeans. Now for some people, I like my skirts flowy. Rest in peace for the birds that have their life for that previous. Rest in peace for the birds that have their lives that previous hat. Yes. So today let's get started here with this chart. I found this chart online. Now I have to know which way. And you see, I like brought down a bunch of hats. So I'm surrounded in a room full of hats. So I thought I brought down, because they're usually up here in my ceiling. I have shelving, because that way I can see them. Because if I have them in a closet, I won't know what I have. Then I won't wear them. So I mostly have most of these styles. Some are a little too high for me to get myself. So yeah, I'm looking up. That's how high I got them up. So we're gonna start off with a sailor style hat. Okay, don't fall. Okay, it fell. So a sailor style hat would be like a boater hat. But for a girl, it would be something. For a woman, it would be something like this. As you can see, most people. I thought this hairstyle was a neutral hairstyle. Oh, everything's just falling. Hold on. Let me just put my clip a little lower. So you will notice, like, the pictures that you see here will show you. I'm gonna have ugly hair day today for you guys. How you would wear the hat like normally. But you could wear it. This is a secret, guys. You could wear it however you like. Because if you notice me, I don't wear it like any of these pictures. So for example, I have worn this hat many times, but you won't tell because I don't really wear my hat like this. It is cute. Not gonna lie. But I like to tilt my hats to one side, even if it has this like look. Yes. Yes, Jim. So, and then you've had the bow. So this is like a sailor hat. And you can see here in the image, she has just a flat. That's what they were made for, you know. Let me know what hat you guys like the most. And the bow would usually go. Now, question I get asked is, how do you know what's the front and the back of a hat? You could always go by the tag. The tag is always in the back. So it is supposed to be worn. This is Macy's. Not too old. So you're going to wear it like this with the bow on this side. Again, it's not a rule. You could wear however you like. But if you want to know how it's supposed to be worn, that is a trick. Alright, let's see. Do I have a cloche hat? Look at that. I really look crazy for you guys. Now, I can never pronounce that word, so I'm probably saying it wrong. But I do have two of them. No, I don't. I have one. I brought one down. This beautiful red hat. I've been wanting to make a dress for this hat. So you guys, I've never posted this, even though I've had it for a while. When I tell you my obsession is obscene, my obsession is obscene. This hat, oh my god, see, your hair has to be super flat. This is perfect for like a flapper event. This style was seen on everyday kind of look. You know, I tried to have a cute style for this. Didn't work. So this one has a tag. And it goes very flat on. Okay. I need a mirror. Because it's supposed to be on one side. Yes. See, a different type of... But you see how this hangs on the side, covering your ears, preferably. And if you don't have your roots showing. So yeah, this is like a cloche. A cloche usually goes like really straight down. This one has a little design, which I love the detail on it. I love this one. Beret. Yes, you know, that's the one I couldn't reach. But berets are really cool because if you know how to knit, you could make them to match whatever outfit. It's also easy if you like to embroider by hand. You could design them really pretty. So yeah, I really love this one. I haven't worn it yet, but I love it so much. All right, now a cartwheel is one of my favorite hats of all time. This one I bought actually at Viva Las Vegas about 2 years ago. I still got the price tag. How much did I pay for this? I paid $50 for this hat, and I carried it on carry-on in the car because, in the plane, because I didn't want it to get ruined. But look, this puppy can't even fit my screen. Let me remove my, the image here. So, like, look at how pretty this is. So a cartwheel hat, as you could tell, is like a big wheel. It doesn't have to be this big. I just thought for this video, I'd showcase like a big hat because, yeah. Now for this hat, as you could tell from the image I have pulled up, most people wear it down in the center. This one, since it's a little smaller, you would do what Jackie Kennedy did. Wear it towards the back of your head, the crown of your head. And so it has the straps and the color. I haven't worn it yet because I've been meaning to fix the coloring, like the discoloration on it. So yeah, so you would wear it on your hat and then style your hair. Another good point is that hats, started getting less used because we started getting handheld hair dryers. So you could style your hair. Styling your hair really made an impact, and you wore a hat or not. So all things we don't think of, just like indoor plumbing. At least once a day, I think about how society lived without indoor plumbing. It kind of blows my mind. We forget about it. And then if you think about it, it's like the best invention ever. Because we would be... Okay, I'm digressing. But yeah. So yeah, this is like a cartwheel hat. Love it. I just love the pop-up color in the bottom. Come on. If you saw this, wouldn't you get it? Have any more around here? I do, but this is called a pancake. It's not on this list. I won't consider it a cartwheel, but I consider it like a pancake hat. This one's currently in my get well pile because when it rained a lot last week, got some water damage. If you guys want to learn how to repair hats, I could do a live in a couple weeks on this. But this usually has like a flat in the bottom, and you would wear it in the back. Water damage. And yeah, so it's kind of almost like the halo you see in the bottom. Yeah, you should learn how to fix hats because then you could buy them and then fix them up. Let's see. I plan on embroidering them next winter. Ooh, I want to see gem. It's going to be so pretty. I'd love to see the berets being... Oh, hey, Heather. Let's see. Hey, Jackie. Yes, a repair video. Got it. It's coming. All right. Let's kind of... Tomorrow I'm dyeing my hair, so that's another story. All right. So then a turban. I only have one turban, which I lended out to for a photo shoot for a friend of mine. So I don't have one to show you, but I really love like the turbans that are flat on the top and then go down, mostly like a 1940s silhouette. And I think everyone would know how to hold a turban, how they look. Now a capulet usually hugs the back of your head and has like a nice frame. I haven't worn this one either, but so it looks like this one is one that I'm going to show you guys. Again, need to steam this one. You see, like, it doesn't look like much here. But if you put it on, it creates that silhouette, hugs your head, and has, like, the feather detail. It's amazing how hats look unstyled and then styled. But I just love, I'm like a mirror here. I just love how this looks here. And it hugs your side. Oh, this would also be like a, this one would be, I don't have a beret with me, but I'm just picking it up because I feel like I'm grabbing from the bottom and I just can't bring him back up. So this one, I don't see this silhouette. Not every silhouette is here, but this I would say is mostly like a little mushroom, but not really. They don't have mushroom here? Oh yeah, they do. Right there on the third row. This is just a smaller one. This one's cute for like, let me hide the yellow for a little bit so it doesn't distract. With the detail right here with these feathers. Gorgeous. Now again, you could wear this a little back. This was meant to be worn like this. What size is this? I don't know, but the quality is really good. Sorry, can you see how much I admire these hats? Another type of capulet or half hat would be something like this. It looks crazy, but you guys have seen me worn this hat before. Now it's meant to be worn like this. And you have the detail. And then you style your hair as you like. But I like to, especially when I have roots showing, I like to go a little bit over. You see? Create that nice little like artsy vibe. Fight with my eyeliner. And then style your hair either really big or with some waves. Connection lagging. You know, I contacted the internet company. I'm so sorry. All right. So, sorry, I get distracted with hats because I just love wearing them and like playing around with them. This is another hat that you'll find at a lot of vintage stores. It's almost like, the name is not on here, but they look like this, and they're literally meant to be worn in the front like this, with a hairstyle that's nice and big in the back. Now, I've worn this one before, but not like this. I mostly wear it to the side. As you can tell, my little hat thing is wearing everything with a little tilt on the side because I feel sassy like that. Now, another type of hat is like a fedora style. I love the name Vagabond. I've never heard of that. But this is not a fedora, but I would say that this is mostly like a bowler with a Sephora wannabe style. I have worn this hat before. I just love it so much. You can't see the feathers. Oh my god, this is good. But yeah, I've definitely worn this hat many times. I just love the shape of it. This one is meant to be worn on the side. You want to make it like the mask a little bit. You could even wear it high up, bring it back. Just creates different vibes. Oy. Now, another type of mushroom hat that I would say is more modern. Now, I haven't worn this one yet. Oh my god. I haven't worn this one yet because I am working on a design for it. Because it's just so special to me. And I was hoping Anais would be on this live because I bought it from her. Look at how cute this is. This one's more of a modern hat. I could even hear myself echoing. This hat. Can you guys hear that? Hold on. You guys have to hear this. This hat is sturdy. Can you hear that? Yeah. This hat, I think, was meant to like feed water to the horses. But it's like, I love this hat. And I love that it's not a mushroom shape. It's wavy, but isn't that pretty? This one is mostly, I would think, more 80s, 90s. I could also tell by the tag. You can tell a lot by the tag of a hat, just like with a garment. Ooh. This tag you will even notice. It's like way more modern. Actually has like a law label to it, so none of the really old ones have. But yeah, this hat is beautiful. and even has like the shrine. So I've just been waiting that's what I do with all the hats. I'm like, I'm gonna have a special occasion for it. I am. I know I am. I'm gonna buy it. And that's how I convince myself to keep buying hats. Alright, one hat here that I wanted to show up is the coolie. Now I've had a few coolies, but I thought I'd show this one. As you can see, you would wear it like this. This is perfect for that Polynesian tiki party. Now with these, like, I get asked all the time, how do you make it stay on your head? Wait, my mic is moving around now. I usually, since they have like a wooden panel inside, I add an elastic. With the day that I use it, I gotta fix this one. And then just add an elastic and put it from the back of my head. That way they stick on. But this is really pretty. You also have, let me get this. Oh no! You could also have this style here. I wore this to the Hukilau like last year. And for this one, again, you could wear it like this. Or you could do what I do and just wear it to one side. And then either have your hair down, nicely styled. Roxy. Now this is a softer version of the, I'm like trying to make sure I name them accordingly, but this is just the hat that I love. I haven't worn it yet. I bought it in Tampa at La France, and yeah, I love the feathers. Let me take this off. Love the feathers here. Need to be fixed a little bit. Now look at the tag on this one. As you could, not this tag, that's the tag I used to purchase. Oh no, you can't zoom, but you see how it looks old? Yeah. Now this, you could also tell by the way that it already has these little handles that goes in the front. So ideally the hat was made to wear, oh shit, like this. It just needs a little steaming for the feathers. But you know what I would do? I would wear it more like this. Well, since the leaves are going that way, not the leaves, the feathers, style it a little more slanted so the feathers could stand out. And this, you know, for social distancing, we should have just worn hats with like feathers or a stick. That was about 6 feet long. Yeah, so this is one hat I bought. Again, I haven't worn it. You guys are getting the synopsis into my closet. The look into my closets. I make with a ribbon tie. Yeah, you could, in any of these hats, you'll notice you'll find a little spot. You could even sew in, I don't have that hat with me here, but you could sew in elastic thread on one side, on each side of the hat, and put like those clips you use for like those clip-on extensions. That way they're still loose and not too tight that they will give you a headache. That's one of my favorite tricks also as well, if you don't want to have a ribbon. Hey, Miss Pink Tank. Sure, yes. Let's see. I did want to show this bumper hat. Oh well, this is another type of hat that you guys will find in a lot of vintage stores. They just look really small. They're not fascinators. They literally go in the back of your head like that. And I really love them if they're made of feathers, because look at those colors. Oh my god, don't look at the hair. Just look at the colors. Let me fix this situation right here. I was really bold today in doing this live. Almost canceled because I was like, I didn't do my hair color because I felt ill this weekend. But yeah, you guys are troopers. So yeah, these feathers are real. They were tinted or dyed, I think. And So yeah, this will really pop out with like with yellow hair, or not with pink hair, but brown, any type of hair. Now this is a type of, I got my pomade over here. This is a type of like a sailor hat. I love the structure of this hat. And I wore this for the air show in Homestead. I had a South Florida, the Pin Network meetup in South Florida. And I had this hat and outfit. Just look at the back of this. Let's have a moment right here of how gorgeous this hat is. This is one of my favorite because the structure of it is like... But the sad part about that event is that I was in line to get into the Homestead Air Show for almost 3 hours. That's longer than I would stay on any Disney World ride. And by the time we made it to the front, we weren't even in the park yet. It was already the ending of the show. That was a sad day. Don't want to talk about it. All right. So this is one of my favorites, again, that I have not worn. I would call this more of like a bumper hat. As you could tell, it has like, it looks like little bumpers on it. Let me know if you guys have any of these hats. I know that Jem has like berets. Oh, this one has, I did put a little, what do you call this? The hairpin. You could see I sewed in that. So that way I could just stick it on in the back of my head. And just make sure it stays. With the feather. This one's in great condition here. And yeah, I just love how the feather wraps around, because like if you see a lot of the hats that I have, the feathers are like loose and about, and then that makes it easier to be prone to damage. But something like this I love, because then it's like least likely to get hurt. like they have feelings. Oh my god, I love hats too. They're just like, they just add a little extra icing on the cake to your outfit, you know. Then the next hat I have up here is, of course, the pillbox hat. You know, I started off the live today talking about the pillbox. This one I recently wore. If you don't know what a pillbox hat is, it's like a little round. This one's really cute because it's like rattan. Now, did the netting need life? Yeah. So once I get a baby blue or dye one, I'll probably not rip it out, but repair it and put a new one. It has a thin crinoline to keep all the flowers in place. That's a technique I've seen in many hats, that they'll put like a thin layer of crinoline or tulle to like keep everything from not moving around, which is a great idea. And then a little extra level of tulle that needs fixing. And I love the little bow in the back. So yeah, this one you would wear on the back of your head like Miss Kennedy. Oh, did you just join in? Did you see the hats? I just showcased a few hats I got from you, girl. Now I'm like dropping it because I got nervous that you're on here. And I haven't forgotten to call you back. I promise. Yes, Jackie Kennedy. Here I have another type of hat. Love the structure of this one. And of course, you know, it's pink. So this one would be like a miniature mushroom hat. But what I love about this one is, if you see the inside, how it's constructed, it has like a little holder for your head, which I love when hats have this, because it literally just molds into your head. And then you could wear it with these little designs out front. I feel like I'm getting very Christian Dior vibes. I need a structured peplum suit with this. But yes, the detail on this is beautiful. I just love it. All right, so what if you have no hair? That's even better. You don't have to worry about styling it, Albert. You could just plop it on your head. This one would be perfect for you. Look, it would cover all your bald spots. Let's see, I have so many styles. Not seeing what they all are called, but I have a bucket and some halos for sure. Oh, halos are beautiful. Now, there's a hat here. Where is it? Because I love this one. Of course. Oh. Now this hat reminds me of like a 1940s movie. Which I have to be careful because this tool is a little sensitive. So look at this hat, guys, ladies, gents. Now this is the back of the hat. Right? And if you saw this, you wouldn't know what it is, right? But this is mostly like a halo hat. Let me show you what the silhouette on the, just so you guys can keep aware when you go to the stores, you know. Oh my God. So if you see on the bottom, you have that like halo looking effect. So this one is that kind of halo looking effect. So in the front here, you'll see it has these like iridescent sequences. And then it has, again, a place for your head. So this would go in the crown of your head. And you would have to pin it down. And you see how it creates like this nice halo vibe going on. Let me take off my clip. Yeah. Now, this tool has to be fixed. And I don't know why there is that there. But yeah, I'm trying to kneel down here. But you see it gives you that like crown effect. But it's a hat. I love this. So pretty. And again, you could use bobby pins for this, a hat pin. I could do a whole thing about hat pins. But yeah, they look like flat hats. But you wouldn't, again, see, won't fit any other way. They're meant for the back of the head. Little halo crown. And styling a hat, as you can tell, I can't do it in 2 seconds. All right, let me just organize myself a second. All right. Another pink hat that I have here is this gorgeously pink hat. It's pretty. Again, it has these little sections on the side that you could just plop. Then it has a tool. That I'm just gonna let sit on there. But you could wear it on the front like this so you can see the ridges. Add some hair flowers to the bottom of it. Or where it's slanted, you know, Pinup Miami style. Really cute. And one of my favorite hats that I wear a lot, like if you see me, I'm mostly always wearing this one. This one's an authentic 1940s like Sunday hat. And as you can see, this is how I pin them. Nobody's going to see that close. And I love the detail here on the front. And again, you could wear it like this. Which is also a great way to wear it because then it looks like these are like little headbands. You just tie them down. Or you could wear them to the side and to the back. That's the magic with hats. You could wear them however. And yeah, I take care of this one because I love it so much. It's one of my regulars. Is that all I took down? Then you have another one. Again, you could tell that the structure here in the bottom, I just love so much. This one will be like a mix between a cartwheel and the pancake hat that I told you that is not on this list. That should have been my own list. But yeah, this one, Has all these ruffles. I have a hat like this in every color. Now this one doesn't have a tag, but you could tell from the way that the inside is placed and these like curves that this is supposed to be the front. And then if you put it there, beautiful. This light really shows all the little stuff on my hat. Like this one's just in super amazing condition. And I love the ruffle and the silhouette of it. Let me know which one's your favorite so far, because I can't pick a favorite. Then you also have hats that you can make yourselves, because I made this little witch hat for Halloween this year, which is a little squished. I just put this as a little extra. But yeah, I feel like we all like little witch hats, and I made this one. So yeah, millinery is a whole skill in itself. I've made a few hats. This one I wouldn't consider like a millinery skill hat. I did make a pink one for my podcast introduction a few years ago, and I usually show that one in a few of my lives, but it's not here right now. But in Valentine's earlier this year, I made this heart hat. You know, so you could also make your hats if you don't want to buy a hat. All right. And then for Oktoberfest this year, I got this one from Anais as well. It's this beautiful hat that says it's handmade. Okay, guys, you can't tell me that this little feather right there isn't the most beautiful thing you've seen. All right, and it has an elastic and everything. Love it. Where am I going? I don't know yet, but I have the hat for it. Like I'm telling you, I try to think, I gotta make all these outfits that I bought these hats for. This one's so pretty. Then it even has like a moose. Would love to know more history about this hat. There's a lot. Every hat has history. Can you imagine like my old ones, like what it's gone through, people that have seen it. Yeah. You're welcome. No, I love every hat. Earlier I showed this one that I know it's not like old, but I just love it. I have a dress that I have sketched out to make for this one. That's why I feel like I can't wear it yet. But I thought I could show you guys today here. Because, yeah, I brought this back up. Now, I do have favorites. I didn't bring down, like, my favorite, which is the one I wore to Dapper Day a few years ago, which is blue and has flowers. Ooh, I hit myself. I gotta say that is one of my favorite hats. I don't remember where I bought it, which is kind of sad. But that hat is one of my favorites. If you go to my Instagram page, the first image that I have pinned on the top is with a blue dress that I made. And the hat that I have is the hat that I'm talking about. It is like one of my favorite hats ever. And I keep it in a very special spot up there. And sorry that I'm looking up because that's where I keep my hats. I made a shelf for all my vintage purses. I don't have a lot of space, so I needed to use vertical space. And in that vertical space is where all my hats are. So right above this like glittery thing that you see, it's full of one roll of shelves because I also don't have such a huge ceiling. I love how hot you look in the fedora, but I like the big flower hat. Yep. I want the big flower hat. Yes. It's so big it doesn't fit. Maybe let me move it back. Yeah, this is so beautiful. I'm telling you, I just need to clean this. So I will, since a few of you have requested in this video, I'm going to show you how to realive your hats, because an easy steam could easily take out carefully like stains like this, removing tool, adding tool. I'll probably do a series of a couple hats, like 2 or 3 of like 3 different episodes, because it does take like, you know, different techniques for each. Oh, I'll show you another hat that I have at arm's reach. Okay, 2. I didn't realize I had this here. Look at this one. I love this one. This one is super cute. I love how I just plopped it onto my head. This one, adorable. I got it at ROCKABILLAQUE in Florida. I feel like it's flowers with a flower. And I don't know yet how I would style it, but I just couldn't pass it up. I walked by it and I was like, I need it. I don't know yet, but I need it. Yeah, this one, love it. ROCKABILLAQUE. And then another one, type of pancake style hat. Super beautiful condition. Love this one. And then you could, I love how, like, if you look at the old Dior runway shows, like in the 50s, they had like the hats a little tilted forward. I feel like it gives it like a mysterious kind of vibe. And then for Art Deco Weekend, and also another one from Anais, is this one. I'm sure you guys have seen this on my Instagram. Love this hat. It's not it is vintage now, because it is, this one would be mostly something from the 80s. But I just love structured hats. Like, look at that. Look at that. And it's like that black hat, you know, it's like hard. And it has a spot where you put your, yeah, I keep the tag. I don't take out the tag, so I know where I got the things. Yeah, this hat, I love this. I don't have the hairstyle right now. But I said I did this for you guys, okay? I had to keep my hair a little wild, because not every hat fits every hairstyle. Oh yeah, the pink is kill. I'm a sucker for pink. If it's pink, I want it. Hey. Yeah, this, I love this hat. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, and it goes with like the style that I feel like you guys know my pattern already, that I want it to be slanted to one side. All right, and then I'll give a bonus here. Let me see here. Well, I can show you this one too. This one right here, I bought at Viva Las Vegas last year. And here I can show you a trick that I did do. Hold on. Hold on. Just want to make sure it looks good. So this hat is really little, but it is a size 22. I'm a size 22. But I added, how I told you earlier, adding elastic. I sewed in like 2 elastic pieces with a little piece of a hair comb. This elastic makes sure that you don't have a headache. And then that way, when you put it on, make it the color of your hair. I couldn't find like a blonde one at the time when I needed it. But then you could just grab it, and then you see the elastic is like elasticy. And then you tilt it in. And you see it stays in place. Now it looks better again when your hair is styled, but this shine, gorgeous. Nice little tilt hat. Not a tilt hat, nice little hat. And you could even wear it right here with a nice updo. Now you guys have never seen this one because I have yet to wear it. Another one of like, I'm gonna make something with it. I will one day. All right. And then another, let's say, peachy one is this one. Now look at all these flowers here. Just look at the detail on everything. And it has little pearls. Now, if you are into like making hats and millinery, you could go on eBay and find like vintage hats, vintage flowers. It's also a great way if you're looking to add flowers to a vintage hat that you think had flowers, that it died, or from feathers. eBay is a good source. Sometimes Goodwill online has like good sales of bulk supplies for like vintage hats or broken hats, and then you can just rip them off of other hats. So yeah. So this one has a little bit of, you know, little bite marks, but you don't see it, so it's out of sight, out of mind, right? So again, it has that. It's like a pancake style hat. It has this structure here that really helps hug your head. And yeah, oh, what's going on there? See, it's a little sensitive. But yeah, I just love, as you can tell, my favorite style is this kind of pancake wide hat. Now I could go on and on because I have so many. But I'm gonna throw a little bonus for people that like really big hats. This is gonna be the bonus for today. This I got on Amazon. You could get like these type of hats on Amazon. It didn't include this ribbon. I added this ribbon and poked it through so that I could, you know, wear it. I have worn this many times. I like wearing it on the back of my head with like a big hairpiece and some flowers. They do sell it a little bit smaller too. This is a great hat also if you want to accessorize and add your own flowers. So if you ever don't find a hat that you want, get it on Amazon and add your pizzazz. Yeah, so that's a little tip. Now I have to like reorganize all my hats, which is not a bad thing. I get to look at them again. And you guys saw my craziness. I think I have like this all with pink. Ooh, that sounds gorgeous. It sounds so pretty. There's just something about vintage flowers. It's nothing like the new stuff. So yeah, that red hat, I wore it with like a red cape during Art Deco weekend. I don't think people cared about what I was wearing. They only cared about that hat. That's what I love. Hats that make a statement. Because you only get like one time to make an impression. And if it's the hat, that's my words of wisdom for today. All right, guys, I am going. I have the next two lives planned out, but after that, I'm gonna go back and do how to repair a hat. I'll do not just one video. Let's spend 2 to 3 Mondays. I'm gonna like pull aside 3 hats today and put them in a corner. And those are the 3 hats I'm gonna use to fix up and show you guys how you could like make small repairs to really bring your hat back to life. And if you're on a budget and you find a vintage hat and it just needs like, this is going to be one. Let's say you find a hat like this. Ooh, you find a hat like this, right? I recently found this hat and I feel like it has so much potential. All it really needs is a nice little steam. A nice little steam and it's going to be back to life. I feel it. So this is going to be one of the hats because I recently got this and I feel it. All right, guys, have a beautiful night. Thank you again from the bottom of my soul for joining. I know it's late on a Monday for some or early for some, but I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you all next Monday. Make sure to follow me on Pinup Miami on Instagram or on TikTok. And yes, thank you for the compliments on the glasses. Fun fact is, I have to wear glasses, but most people don't know that. So when I see my lives and you see me squinting, it's because I really do need them. But since I was a little ill. I felt like my face was tired. And these are transitions too. So if you see me outside with them and they're like sunglasses, they're also prescription. I have a few frames. And I love this. But yeah, I just don't like wearing glasses because then you can't see the hard work I put in my eyeliner. Rude. All right, guys. Sorry for the rant. See you guys next week and have a beautiful night. Bum, bum, bum.